Hello. Yes.
Kailash uncle, you need to show your video a little below, sir, please. We can't see your face, Kailash uncle. Little more below. No. We can't see your face well. Do a little more down, please. Yes. A little more if you can.
Is it okay?
But a little more down if you can, sir, please.
No,
Live stream.
offline. It's offline.
7
haven't
o'clock.
started.
7 o'clock it will start.
Somebody is in the Zoom.
Now I am in Zoom because I think there are limited this.
हाँ अनूप साहब ये बेटर है. This is much better. थोड़ा नीचे तरफ कर लें तो अच्छा लगेगा. Hey, Shivaniji is coming. Admitted her. So keep the music on. I can't hear you. Shivaniji, I just saw her. Shivaniji, namaskar. Let me switch on my camera. Namaskar and welcome. No, unmute Shivaniji, please. You need to unmute yourself, Shivaniji, please.
Yeah. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. We will start, we've started this live streaming on YouTube right now. So we'll start exactly at 7. We've got, let me introduce Anup Jalota Saab is here. Anup Jalota Saab, Shivaniji is here.
Om Shanti, Bhai Sahab.
आपको अनम्यूट करना पड़ेगा अनूप साहब. अनूप साहब, yeah.
Namaskar, Shivani ji.
Om Shanti Ji.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
And we also have Mr. Kailash Mozidugar, who is our Vice President. Kailash uncle, if you could, Shivani ji and Anup Saab both are here.
बहुत बहुत आप दोनों का स्वागत है.
Shanti.
बहुत धन्यवाद. बहुत धन्यवाद.
So, Shivani Didi, when we tell you to launch the YouTube channel, they will open the YouTube channel ready for you. So the moment you say that I now officially launch this channel, and then they will start playing the channel for you. Is it okay? Awesome. Awesome. Shivani, you want to test it or you're okay with you?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You okay?
Perfect. Yeah,
Very good,
perfect.
Ji. Very good. Wow. Hinduja sir, welcome. Unmute yourself, Hinduja sir. GP sir, unmute yourself, please.
Yes,
Yes, we can hear you now.
but I can't see you.
Oh, sorry. I need to. My camera is on. Can you see me?
No.
Anup Saab is here. GP Saab, Shivani Didi is here.
I can see the
नहीं आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही साहब कटा दो मौली
I can't see any.
We can see you, but there's an online screen going on, so we might go live in a minute from now. So in the meantime,
Yeah.
I thought I will take this opportunity of introducing Shivani Didi. She's here.
Yeah.
And now, play please. 7 o'clock start. Start.
Namaste. As a tribute and respect to our beloved founder, we have quoted our Cosmo Robo to pay Shraddhanjali to our founder.
Shraddhanjali to our founder, Sri Panalalji Sarana.
Hello all. Welcome everybody. Mangalam Bhagavana Viro, Mangalam Gautama Prabhu, Mangalam Stulibhadradya, Jaina Dharmotsu Mangalam. Thank you all for joining in for our revered fathers' 24th death anniversary in our school's 25th Foundation Day. We've got some great personalities, really blessed to have them, legends in their own style. And couldn't ask for a better time than this in my life, where we have someone right from spiritual leader to a business tycoon to a legend in music. This is truly a blessing for all of us. And Shivaniji Didi, thank you for accepting our invitation. Anup Jalota sir, thank you for accepting the invitation. And this is my dearest and closest to my heart, our friend from Italy. I'm so excited that GP Sahib has joined from Italy today, and he is sitting in a yacht. And I couldn't believe that from a yacht, he is here, present here to bless us. Thank you, Gopi Sahib. This is truly a blessing for Surana family. With this, gentlemen, हमारे साथ आज भजन सम्राट है, जो I'm sure हमारे दिल में एक दगदग सी होती है जब हमें मालूम होए कि हमारे साथ अनूप जलोटा साहब भजन गाएंगे। अनूप साहब, हमने जीपी साहब के साथ आपको काफी बार सुना। वो जो 8:30 बजे 9:30 बजे तक जो अपना टाइम है, जिंदगी में वो टाइम वापस कब आएगा, उस टाइम का हम इंतजार करते हैं। और आपकी जो भजन सुबह 8:30 बजते आप और जीपी साहब का चेहरा दिखता है कि 8:30 बजे और हम दोनों आपको मिले, बट अनफॉर्चुनेट जीपी साहब लंदन जाने के बाद हो नहीं पा रहा है अपना। And ladies and gentlemen, I take pride in introducing the Bhajan Samrat, the Padma Bhushan, whom we truly consider as a legend today. And he's here. What an honor. With this, may I request Anup Jalota sir to start with the invocation for the day. Anup sir, over to you, sir. Anup sir, if you could turn your camera a little, your phone, please. Yeah.
This is better?
It's upside down. The position has to be changed. Need to be horizontal. Before it was better.
So it's you're going vertical or horizontal?
It's vertical, yeah. Yeah, you need to change your position. Thank you, sir. Yeah, this is better. Thank you. The position which we took before was better, sir.
Yeah, I know. It changed. First we did horizontal.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, I think this was better. Oh. Take your time, don't worry, take your time. Yeah, this is much better.
उल्टा हो गया?
हाँ, हो गया था उल्टा, ठीक है साहब. This is perfect.
Okay with you?
Yes, sir. All set.
Okay. All right.
Over to you.
Om Namo Arihanta. Om Namo Siddhanam. Om Namo Ayaryanam. Om Namo Vajjayanam. Eso panch namukkaro sabba pavatpanasano mangalanam ch sadesi padhamam havam mangalam. Om Namo Arihanta. Om Namo Siddhanam. Om Namo Ayaryanam. Om Namo Vajjayanam. Om Namo Loe Sagvasahuram. Eso Panchu Namukaro. Sabda Pavatparasano. Mangalaram Chisabdesu. Padhamam Harai Mangalam. धन्य है वह वसुंधरा, धन्य है इस करनी को, जिसने ये लाल पैदा किया, धन्य है उस जननी को। मैं अपने को बहुत भाग्यशाली समझ रहा हूं कि आज आदरणीय श्री पन्नालाल जी सुराणा जी की पावन पुण्यतिथि पर अपनी श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित करने के लिए आया हूं। सुराना विद्यालय के संस्थापक, एक ही मंत्र था उनके जीवन का कि विद्यादान महादान। उन्होंने अपना जीवन स्कूल समाज को अर्पित कर दिया था। आज यहाँ देश विदेश से लोग आए हैं और इस महापुरुष को याद करने के लिए मैं अपने संगीत के माध्यम से अपनी श्रद्धांजलि देता हूं। मेरा एक भजन जो सबसे अधिक लोकप्रिय है वही सुनाता हूं। है आंख वो जो शाम का दर्शन किया करे, है शीश जो प्रभु चरण में वंदन किया करे, बेकार वो मुख है जो रहे व्यर्थ बातों में, मुख वो है जो हरि नाम का सुमिरन किया करे। हीरे मोती से नहीं शोभा है हाथ की, है हाथ जो भगवान का पूजन किया करे। मर कर भी अमर नाम है उस जीव का जग में, प्रभु प्रेम में बलिदान जो जीवन किया करे। ऐसी लागी लगन, 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 मीरा हो गई मगन, ऐसी लागी लगन, मीरा हो गई मगन। वो तो गली गली हरि गुन गाने लगी, ऐसी लागी लगन, मीरा हो गई मगन। वो तो गली गली हरि गुन गाने लगी, महलों में पली बन के जोगन चली, मीरा रानी दीवानी कहाने लगी, ऐसी लागी लगन। कोई रोके नहीं, कोई टोके नहीं, मीरा गोविंद गोपाल गाने लगी। बैठी संतों के संग रंग मोहन के रंग, मीरा प्रेमी प्रीतम को मनाने लगी। वो तो गली गली हरि गुन गाने लगी। ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गई मगन। वो तो गली 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 हरि गुन गाने लगी। मैं कभी बन के जुगन चली, मीरा रानी दीवानी कहाने लगी। ऐसी लागी लगन। राणा ने विष दिया मानो अमृत पिया, राणा ने विष दिया मानो अमृत पिया। मीरा सागर में सरिता समाने लगी। दुख लाखों सहे मुख से गोविंद कहे, का गोविंद गोपाल गाने लगी। वो तो गली गली हरि गुन गाने लगी। ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गई मगन। वो तो गली गली हरि गुन गाने लगी। महलों में पली बन के जोगन चली, मीरा रानी दीवानी कहाने लगी। ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गई मगन, मीरा हो गई मगन, मीरा हो गई मगन।
Wow.
Thank you,
Thank you so much, sir. Truly unbeatable. गोपी साहब, आप कुछ कमेंट करना चाहेंगे या साथ में कुछ गाना चाहेंगे जी अनुज साहब के साथ? You need to unmute yourself, गोपी साहब. Sure.
नमस्कार गोपी जी।
अनूप जी नमस्कार। पहले तो बताइए ये कुर्ता कहाँ से लाए?
ये कुर्ता है वो 110 तो दिखा दिए थे, उसके ऊपर है।
इसका रंग भी निराला है।
हाँ,
आपके जैसे।
निराला रंग है, निराला रंग है।
Gopi sir, would you like to do one song with him, or can we continue the program?
Whatever Anup ji says, I'll follow him because he's my favorite, and our relationship with him goes not from his time, from his dad's time.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Anup sir, हो जाए?
बिल्कुल, अभी देखिए गोपी जी मेरे साथ गाएंगे।
क्या गाओगे? ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम।
Fantastic.
ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम, ऐसे हो
हमारे करम, नेकी पर चलें और बदी से टलें, आके हंसते हुए निकले दम। ऐ मालिक तेरे ऐसे हो हमारे करम, नेकी पर चलें और बदी हंसते हुए निकले दम। ये अंधेरा घना तेरा इंसान घबरा रहा, ये अंधेरा घना तेरा इंसान घबरा हो रहा बेखबर, कुछ आता नजर, उगता सूरज छुपा जा रहा है। तेरी रोशनी में जो तू अमावस करके नेकी पर चले और बदी हुए दम। है मालिक बड़ा कमजोर है, अभी लाखों हैं इसमें कमी, बड़ा कमजोर है, अभी लाखों हैं इसमें कमी, पर तू जो खड़ा है बड़ा, तेरी कृपा से धरती थमी, बढ़ उठे प्यारे का हर कदम, और ते प्यारे का ये भरम, नेकी चले और बदी से ये हुए निकले दम, मालिक तेरे बंदे हम। सर फिर कह रहे हैं,
वाह वाह,
जब जुल्मों का हो सामना, तब तू ही हमें थाम, जब जुल्मों का हो सामना, तब तू ही हमें थाम, वो बुराई करें नहीं बदले की हो भावना, बढ़ उठे प्यारे का और मिटे बैरे का ये भरम, नेकी पर चले और बद से टले, हुए निकले दम, मालिक तेरे बंदे हम।
बहुत अच्छा गोपी जी, बहुत अच्छा, बहुत
Wow,
प्रेम से गाया
excellent,
आपने,
sir.
बहुत
Thank you
प्रेम से
so much.
Firstly, let me thank Anand Suranaji to invite me. He is a very humble and a unique person, and the way he has grown up, the way he has kept up his late father's dream is remarkable. He is really one of the pride of India, because nowadays people don't understand what sanskaras are. Sanskar, when they are good, God helps, and with that help, everything comes well. There have to be blessings from His Almighty, and whatever his late father committed, he has completed that by having Surana Vidyalaya, and today being the Founders Day and also the death anniversary of Pannalalji, I am happy that he is celebrating this day, and he has invited Shivaniji. The literal meaning of Brammakumaris is the daughters of Brahma. And our relationship goes from my late father with Brammakumaris when Dadi Janki used to be the head. And Shivaniji is the real ambassador of Brammakumari. I still remember on her last visit to London, she had a lunch at my place along with other dadis, but she spoke very little because she had respect for the elder ones. And I was longing to hear her. But what service she is doing for the society and giving the explanations of how to be happy is remarkable. Especially her programs with Suresh Oberoi, I keep on watching in ZTV early mornings between 6:30 and 7 in London. And they really every day give me some good thoughts to think, and it starts with my good day. And again, having Samrat of Bhajan, Anup ji. He is a remarkable person, and he is the real ambassador of Hinduism, the way he has spreaded the bhajans of Krishna and his favorite songs all over the world. It's not an easy task, but it is his love and his devotion to the divine. I do not know, Anup ji, कल आपने जन्माष्टमी कैसे मनाई? कौन से भजन से आपने शुरू किया? वो कम से कम जन्माष्टमी 2 दिन होते हैं, कल भी थी और आज इस्कॉन वालों की है। तो सबको वो भजन सुनाइए ना जो जन्माष्टमी का कल का था, जैसे राधे राधे बोले और कृष्ण का
वो काला एक बांसुरी वाला, बांसुरी वाला, बांसुरी वाला, वो काला एक बांसुरी वाला, सुध बिसरा गया रे, सुध बिसरा गया मोरी, माखन चोरी नंद किशोर, कर गयो मन की चोरी रे, सुध बिसरा गया मोरी, वो काला एक बांसुरी वाला, पन घट पे मोरी बैया मरोड़ी, मैं बोली तो मेरी मटकी फोड़ी, पैया पर करूं बिनती मैं पर, माने ना एक वो मोरी रे, सुध बिसरा गया मोरी, वो काला एक बांसुरी वाला, छुप गयो फिर एक कान सुना के, कहाँ गयो एक बाण चला के, गोकुल ढूंढा मैंने मथुरा ढूंढी, कोई नगरिया न छोड़ी रे, सुध बिसरा गया मोरी, वो काला एक बांसुरी वाला, बांसुरी वाला।
Thank you so much. This is fantastic. With this,
देखिए आनंद जी, इसका जो भजन कल वाला जन्माष्टमी का था कितना मधुर और अच्छा है। अगर हम सब जो यहाँ पर हैं उस चीज को फॉलो करें तो कौन याद आएगा, अनूप जी किन कृष्ण जी?
गोपी जी आप याद आएंगे, आपका नाम ही गोपी है।
Good. With this, thank you, Gopi Saab. Thank you, Anup Saab. This was such a pleasure. I would request our academic director to take it over from here and start the proceedings for the day, please. Over to Jayanti Walji.
Anand ji, I have one request.
Yes, sir.
How can you spread your humility and how can you take the humility forward? No doubt you are taking your technology forward, and very appropriately you are launching your technology at the right time. But you should also see how in your technology you can put humility.
Good one, sir. इसीलिए हम आपको और शिवानी जी को बुलाया है ताकि you can answer us this question. Go ahead, Jayanti madam, please.
Namaskar. Good evening. Our association with our Venerable Vice President, Shri Kailash Malji, started 37 years ago. And we are greatly indebted to him for his unconditional support, counseling, and guidance given to us in the righteous path. Like a fond father, appreciating the progress of his child, he took pride in all our achievements and contributions. It is God's grace that he, along with his family, fought like brave soldiers at the corona frontier, vanquishing the COVID-19 virus squarely. We are fortunate that It is a gift of the Supreme to bless him with a second life so that he continues his human services for the cause of true education. We request him to welcome all. Kailash ji.
थैंक यू जयंती जी। आदरणीय भंवरलाल जी गोठी, पद्म भूषण अनूप जी जलोटा, ब्रह्म कुमारी हमारी बहन शिवानी जी, माननीय हिंदुजा जी, एकेडमी डायरेक्टर जयंती बालचंद्र जी, प्रिंसिपल स्वर्णलता जी, ट्रस्टी चंचल कौर सुराणा जी, विनोद जी, सुदर्शन जी, आनंद जी, राजेश जी, अभिभावक गण, प्यारे बच्चों और देश विदेश से हमारे अतिथिगण भाइयों बहनों, आज हम सुराणा स्कूल के संस्थापक पन्नालाल जी सुराणा की 25वीं पुण्यतिथि के अवसर पर श्रद्धा के सुमन अर्पित करते हुए आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत करते हैं। पन्नालाल जी एक त्याग मूर्ति थे। उन्होंने 30 वर्ष की उम्र से ही समाज के लिए, अच्छे कार्यों के लिए अपने आप को समर्पित कर दिया था। 35 वर्ष की उम्र में उन्हें लगा कि शहर के पुराने और घनी बस्ती वाले जगह के अंदर, यानी सोकारपेट जॉर्ज टाउन की जगह के अंदर बच्चे अच्छी शिक्षा से क्यों वंचित रहें। कॉन्वेंट की तरह हमें अच्छी शिक्षा हमारे बच्चों को मिलनी चाहिए और उनके अंदर हमारी संस्कृति के मूल्यों का बढ़ावा देते हुए, जैसा कि अभी हिंदुजा जी ने कहा कि ह्यूमिलिटी, हमारी संस्कृति की ह्यूमिलिटी बहुत बड़ी चीज है, तो उसको बढ़ावा देते हुए एक अच्छी स्कूल बननी चाहिए। उन्होंने मुझे जबरदस्ती सेक्रेटरी बनाया और तन मन धन से उन्होंने इस स्कूल को सींचा। 48 उम्र तक उसको सींचा। अनफॉर्चुनेटली एट द एज ऑफ 48 वी लॉस्ट हिम। लेकिन मैं समझता हूँ आज उनका सपना पूर्ण रूप से साकार हो रहा है। आज शहर के इस भाग में विद्यालय सीबीएसई की सबसे अच्छी स्कूल है। वह सादा जीवन और विचार के धनी थे। उनको अपने स्कूल पर इतना भरोसा था कि वह अपने 6 बच्चों को उन्होंने इसी स्कूल में पढ़ाया। आज इसी स्कूल के आनंद जी उसी स्कूल के सेक्रेटरी हैं और सारे देश के अंदर सुराणा स्कूल आधुनिक परिप्रेक्ष्य में टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से स्कूल को चमका रहे हैं और सारे हिंदुस्तान के अंदर टेक्नोलॉजी का डंका बजा रहे हैं। पन्नालाल जी सुराणा को मेरा शत शत नमन। बंधुओं, आज हमारे लिए ये विशेष दिन है क्योंकि मैं समझता हूँ कि हमारे बीच आज त्रिरत्न मौजूद हैं। जैन धर्म के अंदर त्रिरत्न की सम्यक ज्ञान, सम्यक दर्शन, ज्ञान और चारित्र की बात कही गई है और मुझे ऐसा लगा कि दर्शन भक्ति का प्रारूप है और भक्ति के रूप में आज भक्ति सम्राट अनूप जी जलोटा हमारे बीच में है। ये हमारा बहुत बड़ा सौभाग्य है। अभी जो बात आदरणीय हिंदुजा जी ने कही कि वह भक्ति के साथ साथ के अंदर ह्यूमिलिटी के भी प्रतिमूर्ति हैं। कितनी बड़ी सादगी, कितने बड़े तन्मयता और कितने बड़े प्रेम के साथ उन्होंने आज जो ये भक्ति का जो गाना गया और जन्माष्टमी के अवसर पर विशेष रूप से जो गाना गया, उसके लिए मैं आपका हृदय से स्वागत करता हूँ, आपका अभिनंदन करता हूँ। जब भक्ति सम्राट की बात होती है तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि प्रवचन सम्राज्ञी हमारी बहन शिवानी जी हैं। आज उनका प्रवचन सुनने के लिए सारा देश उत्सुक रहता है और खासकर युवकों के अंदर उन्होंने जिस रूप से अपने प्रवचन द्वारा शांति, प्रसन्नता और सुखमय जीवन जीने के जो सूत्र बताए हैं, उसके लिए मैं समझता हूं कि आज हमारा सौभाग्य है कि इस अवसर पर उनका प्रवचन हमें विश्व से सुनने को मिल रहा है। मैं शिवानी जी का हृदय से स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं। साथ ही हमारा सौभाग्य है कि व्यापार के बादशाह सम्राट सम्राज्ञी और व्यापार के बादशाह हिंदुजा जी हमारे बीच में हैं। वो सारे विश्व के अंदर छाए हुए हैं, आज इटली में हैं, लेकिन फिर भी हमारे साथ हैं। और जब भी स्वर्ण स्कूल का कोई भी कार्य होता है, मैं समझता हूँ कि अब तो वो स्वर्ण स्कूल के एक हिस्सा बन गए हैं, और मैं खास कर से उनका बहुत स्वागत करता हूँ। मुझे तो वो 3 बार चेन्नई के अंदर उनसे मिलने का अवसर मिला। वो जितना प्रेम, जितनी ह्यूमिलिटी, जितनी आत्मीयता का अनुभव करवाते हैं, मेरा ख्याल है कि हम सब के लिए वो एक प्रेरणा स्रोत हैं। हिंदुजा जी, मैं आपका हृदय से बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूँ, अभिनंदन करता हूँ। दोस्तों, आज स्वर्ण स्कूल विशेष रूप से जो टेक्नोलॉजी की बात है, उसको स्वर्ण टेक्स कोर्स के नाम से अपने YouTube चैनल में आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस द्वारा जिस प्रकार से इस प्रक्रिया को आगे बढ़ा रहा है, और इस अवसर पर श्री पन्नालाल जी स्वर्ण के पुण्यतिथि के अवसर पर समर्पित कर रहा है, उसके लिए मैं स्कूल के प्रिंसिपल, स्कूल के सारे अध्यापक और बच्चों को बहुत बहुत मैं शुभकामनाएं देता हूं, और आशा करता हूं कि हम पन्नालाल जी स्वर्ण के बताए मार्ग पर इस पर आगे चलते हुए स्वर्ण स्कूल को एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्कूल के रूप में परिवर्तित करने की जो योजना है, उसको शीघ्र से आगे बढ़ाएंगे। इन्हीं चंद शब्दों के साथ फिर से एक बार पन्नालाल स्वर्ण को शत नमन। जय हिंद।
Thank you, Kailash ji. We seek and value the blessings of our most revered president, Shri Bawarlal ji Goti ji. He is 95 years old, and he has also been guiding us for the past 37 years from the very inception of this school. His effusive blessings given at every occasion always fructify to reality. He has offered his blessings through this video.
सबको जय जिनेंद्र। विशेष हर्ष का विषय है कि आज YouTube चैनल 25 वर्ष के हिसाब से चालू कर रहे हैं। उनमें किन किन का योगदान था वो मैं आपसे निवेदन करूंगा। साथ में खुद भी उनका जीवन अमूल्य था, लक्ष्य के धनी थे, दृढ़ संकल्पी थे, आत्मविश्वासी थे, निष्ठा थी, लगन थी, जो कार्य उठाते थे उसको पूरा करते थे। कितना ही उसके अंदर उनका सिर लगे उतना ही वो काम करते थे। साथ में शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में नहीं, सामाजिक क्षेत्र के अंदर भी उन्होंने बहुत काम किया है, जो हमेशा लोगों को यादगार के रूप में रहेगा। और फिर भी अगर वो जिंदा होते तो मतलब और भी बहुमूल्य काम करते, लोगों का आशीर्वाद प्राप्त करते। जितना भी उनके लिए कहा जाए उतना कम है। मैं इस दिन के लिए शुभकामना करता हूँ कि वो जहाँ भी हो आनंद में रहे और अपने जीवन को सफल बना रहे।
Mausa, आपका आशीर्वाद सदा हमारे साथ रहा है. This is the biggest blessing what we've got, and I know you, one of the oldest friend of father, who helped them. You and Kailash uncle helped them develop the school. We are truly indebted to you, sir, and thank you so much for all your support every time. Friends, with this, I'm sure it's time. Gopi Saab called me yesterday and said, day before yesterday when I called him, he was on a yacht and in Italy, Italian Riviera, and he said, Shivaniji aa rahe, which is very nice. And I said, Sahib, aapko bhi aana padega. He said, done. I will connect through internet on my yacht. He's actually on a holiday. So nice of him to sit in a yacht right in Italian Riviera and join this program with us today. Sahib, thank you from my heart. And I would rather request you stay back when Shivaniji is about to speak from a while from now after she launches. So I will appreciate you having a great intro. I know you love hearing her. You told me a couple of times before, and I'm glad you're here to hear her. And any of the interactions, you can have it on the questions. That'll be really lively and good for us. So with this, Jayanti Madam, we will keep GP side. We'll hold his speech and his blessings after Shivaniji speaks. So go ahead. Over to you, Jayanti Madam.
Namaste, Brammakumari Sister Shivaniji. A hearty welcome to Surana School on its 25th Founders Day celebrations. We feel honored and delighted for your accepting our invite to mesmerize us with your address on boosting emotional immunity, which is the imperative need of the hour for the entire mankind. When I was given the pleasant role of introducing Sister Shivani, I just thought, does she really need an introduction? Won't it be like carrying coals to Newcastle? Well, my logical mind told me, if there could be only one sun, one moon, one Everest, one holy Ganges, unique by itself, then our Sister Shivani is one, unique, unparalleled, incomparable, and second to none. She needs no introduction, but it will be a D-Day, a day of spiritual awakening for those who never had an opportunity to hear her words of practical wisdom earlier, to join the bandwagon of her admirers across the globe. Though Sister Shivani aspired to be an engineer, the divine lights chose her and directed her mind to tread the path of spirituality. She joined Brammakumari's Vishwavidyalaya as a teacher of Raj Yoga meditation and imparting spiritual knowledge to aspirants. Brammakumaris is a great spiritual movement dedicated to personal transformation, supporting the cultivation of a deep collective consciousness of peace and the individual dignity of the soul. The real commitment is in helping individuals transform their perspective from materialism to spirituality. Sister Shivani's knowledge is born out of intense practices of self-control, disciplining the mind and getting convinced through self-realization, I am nothing but a pure loving soul. She manifests the Sadbhavana, Madatma, Sarvabhutatma, meaning the end-living soul in me is the same manifesting in every creation. As they say in life, what is significant is not about the destination, but it is about the journey. And the journey is finding a fragrance, her unconditional love for humanity and to all creations is expressed naturally in her simplicity, purity, and humility, like the sweet fragrance of jasmine flowers encompassing all. She is an acclaimed motivational speaker, transforming the minds of people to choose the path of duty, selflessness, with enhanced self-awareness, and to be a contributor instead of being a selfish consumer. She is motivating people for organ donation, which could be considered as one of the most modern methods of true charity. In 2014, she was honored by Asocham Ladies League as the Woman of the Decade Achievers Award for her excellence in empowering spiritual consciousness. Sister Shivaniji, at present, the whole world has been brought to a standstill by an invisible yet invincible virus. As Edmund Burke said, what shadows we are and shadows we pursue. We were all crazy in the rat race, pursuing shadows like name, fame, position, and amassing wealth. We were working at unstoppable hectic speed, unmindful of the damage we were causing to our own health, as well as harming the environment beyond redemption. But unexpectedly, we were jolted to freeze in our tracks by the COVID virus. There is a palpable sense of gloom, dejection, despair, frustration all around, and a sense of hopelessness looming large, like a doomsday or an impending apocalypse. If only we could realize the root cause of our affliction is I, we may attain inner peace, saying, I am in harmony with my own self. The availability of external vaccine, its affordability is full of uncertainty. But today,
Madam?
you graciously consented to be our specialist doctor, to dole out a universal panacea to all of us, how to boost innate immunity with emotional stability. Energy in motion is called emotion. Please teach us how to channelize our mind's energy into developing emotional immunity, how to evolve into a balanced individual by effective thoughts management. Now we come to the crucial stage of launching the Surana Techstars. Artificial intelligence and augmented reality are two exciting technologies. Therefore, to make learning exciting and enjoyable, especially during online classes, we at Surana hit the idea of AI-AR combination for classroom interaction. Here we go, giving you a bird's eye view of real-world applications and how our teachers use it extensively to teach, and how our students from toddlers to senior secondary level are enjoying learning with pressure. So on this memorable occasion, Surana School is ready with an exciting announcement. There is an international competition for schools to load their tech videos in our channel with an award of $1,000. Whichever tech video has maximum viewers will get the award on the next Founders Day. Now, Sister Shivani, please launch our YouTube channel.
Thank you so much, sister. And I think we all together will first create a thought. Let's take 10 seconds of silence, create one thought together, that this channel, which is going to bring wisdom, intelligence, pure intention to share with everyone across the country and the world. So let's create a thought that every video of this channel will reach every child, every youth of the country and the world. Each one will benefit from the learnings on this channel. And with this pure intention and this thought of blessing, together we all have the channel started today.
Once in a lifetime, an innovation comes along that changes the course of mankind. A modern marvel of science and engineering. Allow me to introduce
Hey, it's my cup of coffee. Let's learn how to do this trick. Students, in this video, I have used a technique called green screen visual effects technique, which is commonly used in most of the Hollywood movies. These are some of the examples of green screen effects. Standing at the top of a building, now it is slowly changing to a beach, and the beach is now changing to a fire. Students, which is real? This is real, and this is visual effect.
Thank you, Shivaniji, for launching the channel. Now we are all eagerly waiting to hear your scintillating address.
Thank you so much. Today, as we're all together, we're actually witnessing the power of one person's one thought. You know? So the brother Shivaniji, his one thought to give education, that one thought is today reaching to so many people and has benefited so many children and so many families. Now, when he must have had that one thought, definitely there must have been challenges, there must have been obstacles. Life was not as simple as it is today, but yet one determined thought. So sometimes when we think of doing something and we have a thought, will I be able to do it alone? We need to remember such great personalities whose one person's one thought became instrumental in changing the destiny of so many and will continue to change the destiny of many, 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 many children all over the country and the world. It's the power of one, and the power of one's one thought is very, very important. Today, in the field of education, along with studying everything about the outer world, look at just this short video, gave us so much information about how much we are progressing as far as things are concerned of the outer world. We're able to control almost everything. And yet, the more we are learning to control the outer world, the more we seem to be losing the control over our inner world. There are two worlds. One is the outer world, the world of science, technology. It's the outer world, which is beautiful that we are in harmony with science. We're being able to use the potential of science. But it's an outer world, and this is the inner world. So if we had to look at it logically, which world would we have more control on? A world that is outside of me or a world that is inside me? And yet we seem to find it easy to control the outside world. And when it comes to the inside world, we say, मेरा मन तो चंचल है, मेरा मन तो टिकता नहीं, मेरे मुंह से बात निकल गई, मेरा हाथ उठ गया, which means my mind is not in my control, my words are not in my control. We have to apologize to people and we say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it, but it was a slip of the tongue. So my tongue is not in my control, and sometimes our hand is not in our control. So along with mastering and controlling the outside world, if we are able to start taking charge of the inner world, then the inner world and the outer world will be in harmony, and it's then that we will be able to create happiness, love, unity, harmony, sanskars. You know what Bhai Sahib shared with us just now? Sanskars. Why is sanskar so important? Because it is the sanskar which creates the sansar. Sansar is our world, our body, our relationships, our work, and finally our world. That's our sansar. But the sansar is created from our sanskars. Today, if we had to make a little list of what all we want to change in the sansar, there is so much we want that should change. But we cannot change the sansar. We will not be able to change the outer world unless we change the sanskar. We change the inner world. So it's always energy flowing from inside out. The sanskar creates the sansar. In the last few months, with this crisis or situation that came before us, the sanskar which most of us created was fear and anxiety. And what happened was, as a society, we called fear and anxiety as normal. You know, everybody said, "Dar to natural hai, chinta to natural hai, dar to lagega hi." Fear and anxiety is normal. Now, why? Because we are going to be in school, we're creating the leaders of tomorrow. Then the definition of normal is very, very important. What has happened? We have labeled negative emotions as normal. So we call stress normal, anger normal, fear, anxiety, irritation, hurt, ego, expectations. We call all uncomfortable emotions as normal. We call diabetes, hypertension as normal. Today we're calling depression normal. Then we go and call divorce normal. Ke ye to hota hi hai, ye to common hai. These are all uncomfortable things. And to truly be successful, we all want to be successful. Ask any child in school, college, what do you want? I want to be successful. But successful is not only about mastering the outer world. It's not only about achieving in the outer world. It's about contentment here, stability here, and then achieving in the outer world. When there is a crisis outside, what is normal? When you go for an exam in school, what is normal? For a child, an exam is pressure. But the parents, the teachers will tell the child, "Aap man ko shant rakhna, be peaceful." If you're peaceful, relaxed, you will perform well. So which means to face a challenge, we need the mind to be peaceful and relaxed. And yet, when came a global challenge, we all said fear and anxiety is normal. So emotional immunity means building up our emotional strength here. Today, we all need good physical immunity, but good physical immunity is also dependent on emotional immunity. Emotional immunity means the mind is unaffected by situations and people's behavior. Emotional immunity. I am the creator of my thoughts and feelings. 3 days down the line, 15th August, we are going to celebrate Independence Day. And all of us will wish each other happy Independence Day. That is Independence Day of the country. But when is it going to be my happy Independence Day? When I am emotionally independent. And emotionally independent means my mind, my thought, my word, my behavior is going to be my choice. Not that I say I'm angry because of them, I'm hurt because of them, I'm upset because of them. The world, you know what we saw just now, there was a robot and then those little girls were pressing the button and the robot was moving according to what they were pressing. That's machine. So the machine can be controlled by somebody pressing buttons. We are human beings. People are not going to press our buttons and we start reacting, getting angry, getting irritated just because they pressed some buttons. We are human beings. And that's the only difference between a human being and a machine. A machine has no choice. The machine is programmed to move according to how it has been designed when a button is pressed. But a human being has a choice. We have a choice whether to get angry, whether to remain calm, whether to be peaceful, whether to be quiet, whether to be assertive. We have choices because we're human beings, we're not machines. But we forget those choices when we say, obviously I'll get angry, obviously I'll get hurt, obviously I'll get irritated. Obvious is only a machine. Human being is about choices. And the need of the hour is to learn how to make the right choices of how to think, speak, and behave in every situation and with every person's behavior. So let's take up a little experiment. We're doing all science experiments. Now we'll do a little experiment here. So today is the 12th, which is almost over. So 13th, 14th, and 15th. So let's take it as a 3-day experiment to experience emotional independence. So for 3 days, take a personal commitment that whatever happens, whatever may be the situation, however may be people's behavior, for 3 days, I will remain calm and stable. I will remain calm and stable. I will speak, I will respond, I will do everything, but not react. Not react. I will remain calm and stable, peaceful, and then respond. And in 3 days, you will see that each one of us has so much power, but we are giving away the power when we are reacting to situations. So emotional immunity means this little battery here. Visualize your mind like a battery. This battery should be charged. So during the day, don't give away the energy by getting angry and irritated, because that will lower our emotional immunity system. So when we say physical immunity is low, we catch the infection of other people. Emotional immunity is low, we catch the emotions of other people and we start getting disturbed. And high emotional immunity means people's behavior is their behavior. Mine is going to be through my sanskar. Hold on to our sanskars. If someone's getting angry, if someone is rude, that is their sanskar. Our sanskar, shanti, peace, respect, samman. So we will behave through our sanskar. This is independence. Nobody can press our buttons. We will choose how to behave. And when we do that, this battery will get charged. And when this battery is getting charged, we are high emotional immunity. And it's then when the physical immunity system will also be healthy. So let's take little, very small and simple lifestyle habits, little minor lifestyle changes to create a high emotional immunity. One equation to always remember is Sankalp se Srishti. Our thoughts create our world. Sri Pannalal Suranaji created a thought, and that thought has created this school. This school cannot get created unless someone creates a thought about it. So the equation is always Sankalp se Siddhi, which means thoughts manifest. If he would have created another kind of a thought, which meant, oh, ye to bahut mushkil hai, ye kaise hoga, paise kahan se aayenge, resources kahan se, had he created those thoughts, then that would have manifested and you wouldn't have had this school today. So everything depends on our thoughts. Sankalp se Siddhi. Now, Sankalp se Siddhi means don't look at the current situation and create a thought. Create a thought which you want your situation to be. Thoughts manifest. Thoughts become a reality. So in the current situation, let's create a few thoughts. We call it affirmations. We all know the power of prayers, blessings, meditation, affirmation. They are high energy thoughts, high vibration thoughts. For the last 3-4 months, we have been speaking a lot of negative, low energy words. ये क्या हो गया, कैसे हो गया, कब तक घर बैठेंगे, बोर हो गए. All low energy vibrations, low energy words. So let's create high vibrational thoughts, thoughts which we want our reality to be. So let's create 10 thoughts, and each one of us will do this for 1 week. Even every child, even a nursery school child can do this 10 affirmations. They are so simple. And when we create these high energy thoughts, our inner programming will start changing. And when our thoughts will start changing, our destiny will start changing. The first thought, I am a powerful being. मैं शक्तिशाली आत्मा हूँ. I am a powerful being. And now I am a powerful being means situations and people cannot disturb me. I am a powerful being. Second, I am a peaceful being. No anger, no irritation. You know what's a very nice thing we can do in this school today? Because when we are together on special days, new things should be done. So, like we've launched a new channel for artificial intelligence and automated reality. Together with that, let's also launch our innate wisdom by creating a thought that our school will be a no anger zone. No one will get angry in this school. And no one means no one, which means the principal, the leader, the teachers, the children, the parents, the staff, nobody can get angry. If we create a school which has a culture that no one gets angry, we discipline, of course, we discipline, we are very strict, we know what's right, what's wrong, but we don't get angry, we don't react. If we create a culture like that and we make the school a no anger zone, then it's a gift because what we will be doing is we will be invoking the wisdom in every child. Tomorrow, that child will become a parent, the child will become a leader of an organization, and they will make their house, they will make their office a no anger zone. The world will start changing. We will shift from aggression to peace. We will shift from violence to calm and dignity. And this can all happen only from school. There's no other place to teach this. It can happen only from a school life. So, second affirmation is I'm a peaceful being. And third one is I'm a fearless being. Because there's a lot of vibration of fear and anxiety in the air around us. So I'm a fearless being so that we are high in our vibrations here. Fourth affirmation God's power and blessings is a circle of protection around me. God's power and blessings is a circle of protection around me. Visualize divine light around yourself. Bless yourself with this energy every day. God's power and blessings is a circle of protection around me. Nothing can enter into this circle. Say this to yourself every day. Nothing can enter into this circle. My body is perfect and healthy and will always be. Instead of saying, Agar mujhe ho gaya to, what if this happens to me? What if when I go to school, if it happens to me? Never create such wrong thoughts. Create only one thought. My body is perfect and healthy and will always be. Then one affirmation for your career, for your studies that you do, because we would have a lot of children here. So one affirmation for your studies, that my concentration power is highest. I am focused and I'm very good in this every part of my education, in my every subject. Never create a thought, this subject is very difficult, I cannot do this. I'm perfect in all of them. And most important, success is certain for me. Success is certain for me. No scarcity, no fear, nothing. Success is certain for me. So, not even 10, we'll just take these 5, 6 affirmations today and we will start practicing them for 10 days. I'm a powerful being. I'm a peaceful being. I'm a fearless being. My body is perfect and healthy and will always be. God's power and blessings is a circle of protection around me. Nothing can enter into this circle. My concentration is highest. I'm focused. I'm perfect in every subject. And success is certain for me. Now, these are 6 thoughts. Now, what we can do is first thing in the morning, one thing that most of us, especially as children also, and of course everybody, restrict use of technology for time pass, scrolling, going through phone messages, consuming too much content. The one reason why our emotional immunity is getting affected is because we are consuming too much content nowadays. We're consuming too much content from phone, from media, from social media. Education is different. Our study syllabus is different, but content from our social media handles, content from digital platforms, content from world news, if we keep consuming negative content, then our emotional diet is not very healthy. Always remember what we watch, read, listen is who we become. जो हम सुनते हैं, पढ़ते हैं, देखते हैं, वो हम बनते हैं. So what we watch, read, listen is our emotional diet. And as will be our diet, so will be our immunity. So why is our emotional immunity low? Because we need to check what we watch, read, listen. So at least first thing in the morning, for at least 1 hour, we should not consume anything from the world. We don't even need to see our messages as first thing in the morning. The first thing in the morning should be to energize the mind. This mind is going to do everything. We have to energize the mind. So when you wake up in the morning, first thought should be of gratitude. Shukriya. Shukriya बहुत important है. A frequency, a vibration of gratitude first thing in the morning, so that throughout the day we don't complain about life. नहीं तो हम बड़ी शिकायत करते हैं, ये ऐसे नहीं है, ये वैसे नहीं है, ये ठीक नहीं है, वो ठीक नहीं है. Shikayat is not normal. Gratitude is normal. Gratitude. So subah subah, tune yourself to the frequency of gratitude. First, thank you to the higher power, Paramatma ka shukriya. Second, thank you to your mind and body for being healthy. Thank you to your family. Thank you to everybody you work with. Thank you to nature, prakriti, environment, and thank you to all the resources, all the objects that you use. Just 5 thoughts of gratitude. Very, very important. Once you create gratitude for everyone and everything, you've started creating a relationship of harmony with everybody. And then you will not be critical and judgmental or complaining during the day. So first 5 thoughts are of gratitude. Next, we spend 5 minutes with ourselves where we create those 6 affirmations first thing in the morning. I'm powerful, peaceful, fearless, healthy body, protected by God's blessings. Nothing can enter into this. Focused, concentrated mind, success is certain. 5 minutes keep for yourself. Say these thoughts and visualize them also. Affirmation plus visualization. There is a coding that starts happening here. As children, we all know coding. We all do programming, but we're doing programming for the outer world. We also need to do programming for the inner world here. So sit 5 minutes, sit in bed, and like you say your prayer, say these 6 affirmations and visualize them. Say them at least 3-4 times. Then, at least 15 to 20 minutes, consume pure content. Everybody, every child also needs to do that. It could be a very positive book. It could be a self-improvement book. It could be a positive video. It could be an inspirational book. It could be an autobiography of someone who's created miracles in their life. At least 20 minutes of pure content. This is a must if we want to increase our emotional immunity, which means 20 minutes of a good diet for the mind. You know, खुराक खाना अच्छा सा मन के लिए करना बहुत जरूरी है. During the day, every hour or 2 hours, we must pause for 30 seconds and repeat those affirmations. बहुत जरूरी है. It's like teaching the mind another language. हम बहुत नेगेटिव सोचते बोलते हैं नहीं तो, और बहुत ज्यादा सोचते हैं. We think too much. When we're thinking wrong, number of thoughts are more. When we're thinking right, number of thoughts will be less. There's a direct connection between quality and quantity of thoughts. So at least every hour, pause for 30 seconds and repeat those 6 positive thoughts. Just before sleeping, the time just before sleeping is a very, very important time. Most of us don't sleep right. आजकल बच्चे बहुत अलग-अलग टाइम पे सोते हैं. सोना, sleep doesn't mean कि हम कभी भी सो सकते हैं. There is a right time to sleep and a right way to sleep, so that our emotional and physical immunity system is good, our concentration and focus is right. आजकल बच्चे जो उठने का टाइम होता है वो सोने का टाइम बना दिया. 2 बजे सो रहे हैं, 3 बजे सो रहे हैं. And you're studying. It's not that you're wasting time, but you're studying not at the right time. Early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, wise. That's not just a part of the slogan. What if we reversed it and we said late to bed, late to rise? Now what will that make a person? What will? And that's what it is making us also. Because in the same house, someone is waking up and saying good morning, the other person is saying good night. तो वो टाइम कौन सा होता है? हाँ, सो 3-4 बजे का टाइम है, कोई गुड मॉर्निंग कर रहा है, कोई गुड नाइट कर रहा है. The best time to sleep, and there is a whole science behind this. The best time when we should be asleep is 10 to 4. 10 to 4 is the time we should be asleep. 10 to 4 is the best charging for the mind and the healing for every organ of the body. So which means by 10, we should be asleep. If we sleep at 11, we've lost 1 hour. हमने सोने का सही समय का 1 घंटा खो दिया. If we sleep at 12, we've lost 2 hours. And if we keep studying till 1, 2, 3, then we've lost out all the good time. So just get your sleep cycle in the right way. Because a lot of children today say, मेरा मन बहुत चलता है, मुझसे concentrate नहीं होता, मुझसे focus नहीं होता. Sleep cycle is not right. पढ़ना भी है, सोना भी है, तो क्यों ना सही समय पर किया जाए, जिससे हमारा माइंड और पावरफुल हो जाता है. The mind is like a blotting paper in the morning, and that's why if you study in the morning, you'll just absorb it completely. But if you study in the night, your blotting paper is already saturated through the day. What is going to go in? It doesn't sink in too much. Just before sleeping, please say those 6 affirmations. In fact, once you've closed your eyes, just say those 6 affirmations so that those 6 positive thoughts program on your mind during 6 hours of sleep. At least an hour before we sleep, we should not be again watching anything which is not a good quality, which means any violent movie, any crime show, the world news, anything which stimulates the mind should not be consumed an hour before we sleep. Because then the mind will start moving at a very fast speed. We need the mind to slow down before we sleep. So come se kam 1 ghanta pehle, we need to slow down the mind and end the day with our affirmations. Write out your day, write a journal, write a letter so that you bring out all your emotions of the day and sleep with very clean mind. So first thing in the morning, affirmation. Last thing in the night, the affirmation. And the last thing is when we have our meals. The food has a very powerful effect on our mind also. We think food is only about nutrition for the body. In Hindi, the line is Jaisa Ann, Vaisa Man. As is the food, so is the mind. The line is not Jaisa Ann, Vaisa Tan. It is Jaisa Ann, Vaisa Man. Jaisa Pani, Vaisi Vani. Which means as is the food, so is your mind. As is the vibration of the water, so are going to be your words. So the energy of food and water is very, very important. Now that you're all going to do a lot of experiments with science and technology, you can do an experiment with the effect of mind on food and water. You can go and Google water memory. Just enter water memory and you'll get a lot of scientific evidence of how water absorbs vibrations. So it's time to experiment with a vegetarian diet. Diet has a very powerful effect on the mind. An animal in a slaughterhouse, what would be the emotions of an animal in a slaughterhouse? The animal goes through pain, anger, hatred, helplessness, fear, then violence, then death. That's not the energy we need to consume, because then those vibrations will also influence my state of mind. Take an experiment of 3 months of a vegetarian diet, and especially during COVID, doctors are telling us to be on a vegetarian diet because it makes the body alkaline, but it makes the mind peaceful. So along with alkalinity here, we also get very nice purity and peace here because we're not consuming disturbed energy food. A lot of us as children love to eat outside. If you want to have a very focused, concentrated, peaceful mind, eat more of home cooked food. घर का खाना. You know, जब हम स्कूल में थे, हमें बाहर का खाना नहीं मिलता था ज़्यादा. We used to eat घर का खाना. But आजकल बच्चे बाहर का खाना बहुत खाते हैं. Khana is vibrations. Like we eat food in the mandir, gurdwara, because that's food cooked in the remembrance of the higher power. It's very peaceful. Similarly, food cooked at home is cooked with love, with blessings. That's energizing for everyone who eats. But when we eat food which is bought, then that's cooked with a different energy. That's cooked with the energy of business and profit. We need to eat food which is cooked for love and blessings for the family. That will create good emotional immunity for everybody. And one thing, when you're having your meal, no phone, no TV. No phone, no TV while eating your food. आजकल बच्चे टीवी बहुत देखते हैं फोन खाना खाने के समय. In fact, छोटे छोटे बच्चे भी, they have those iPads and screens ready for them there, plate here and screen there. This is very damaging for the mind. Distracted eating, मतलब हम कुछ और देख रहे हैं और हमें कोई ऐसे ही खाना खिला रहा है. Food is not just for the body, it's for the mind. The mind cannot be watching a cartoon show or a violent movie and the mind is here and we are eating our meals. So let's make it a habit. No phone, no TV while eating. Just no, it should be a culture in the house. No phone, no TV while eating for the entire family. Just before you begin your meal, take a pause of 10 seconds. Say your prayer. We were always taught that. Say your prayer, say your gratitude to the higher power. You know why we were taught to say the prayer? Not because God needs our thank you every time. It's not for that. It's because when we connect to God and we say our prayer, we are creating high vibration energy and our food will get energized. Our food will get energized with that. So you can say your prayer and you can say those 6 affirmations with your food and water. So I would say my affirmation first thing in the morning with everything I eat, with my water, my tea, my coffee, whatever I have to drink, and last thing just before going to sleep. So in a day, I would repeat the affirmation at least 15 to 20 times. And once it's repeated 15 to 20 times, within 10 days, that will become your normal way of thinking. And then your normal thoughts will boost up your emotional immunity and they will become your reality because sankalp se siddhi hai. Thoughts manifest and become a reality. So create the right thought and watch reality happen. Fear and anxiety is not normal in the current time. Calm, stability, and fearlessness is what is normal because only then we can overcome a crisis. So very little minor changes in our lifestyle. No phone, no TV first thing in the morning. No phone, no TV last thing in the night. And definitely not while eating. Sleep cycle at the right time. Pure content, pure high vibrational emotional diet for at least 20 minutes in the morning. And our affirmations. Those affirmations are very important. First thing, then last thing before sleeping, and every time before every meal, and your glass of water, milk, tea, coffee, and a vegetarian diet. Home cooked food, vegetarian diet. Very strong emotional immunity and emotional independence. Never getting affected by situations and people. Always choosing your response and creating the right sanskar to create a beautiful sansar. We are the creators of our world and it starts from here. So really today is a lot of learning. There are very special days today. So today we are here on your silver jubilee. We are here remembering Brother Surana. Today is Janmashtami. Today is the International Youth Day from the UN. And the UN has declared this year as Youth for Global Action, which means what is the youth going to do, which is going to create a shift in the world. So really a very, very special day with so many energies coming together. Success is certain. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Wow. Thank you, Shivani Didi. This was quite invigorating. I'm telling you, आपने इतनी सारी बातें बताई कि हम, प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में सीखने की है हमारी और हम उन सब चीजों से दूर भाग रहे हैं और आपने बहुत अच्छे से समझाया. शिवानी दीदी, Gopi Saab has been waiting to listen to you, and before I should have been here, the questions or whatsoever coming, I've got a huge number of questions coming on me. I'll allow Gopi Saab, he's been waiting for long. He's on holiday, as I said, on a yacht, and still he'd love to hear you, so he's up here. So I'll allow him to go ahead, question you, and then we will take up other questions. Saab, over to you, Saab. Saib, yes, he's here. Saib, can you unmute? Yeah, he's unmuted. Sahib, can you hear us? GP Sahib, I think your signal is weak on your yacht. Sahib, can you hear us? That shows us why.
Firstly, let me thank Sister Shivani. She is always practical and she gives. You can't hear me?
We can hear you, sir. We can hear you well now. Go ahead, please.
I was just wanting to first thank Sister Shivani. She is always practical, and the knowledge and the wisdom what she gives to everyone is very practical. Sister, I would like to ask one question. There are so many scriptures in our Sanatan Dharma, Hinduism, whatever you may call, and so many Rishi Munis and so many different organizations, so many different setups. Each one gives his own way of moving forward in life. In your view, can't there be a very simple system or way forward for each and every individual कि हमें क्या क्या करना चाहिए जिससे we should not have problems and we should live a happy life? Because गीता में तो ये कहा गया है कि जो कुछ भी है वो भगवान करवाता है. तो जो शरीफ आदमी है शराफत भगवान उससे करवाता है, जो गलत काम भी करता है तो भगवान करवाता है. तो किसको दोष देना चाहिए? मेरे क्वेश्चन कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो जाते हैं पर मेरे मन से निकल रहे हैं. तो ये दो चीजें अगर इसका आप कोई सॉल्यूशन बता सकें तो आई विल बी वेरी ग्रेटफुल.
थैंक यू सो मच भाई साहब. जब हम ये सुनते हैं कि भगवान कराता है, उसके भाव को समझ लेते हैं, क्योंकि really can we visualize, I mean I have to just create a thought on this, but can we visualize कि भगवान कुछ गलत करा रहा है? क्या भगवान कराएगा किसी का मर्डर, किसी का टॉर्चर, किसी के साथ अत्याचार, किसी को धोखा, किसी के साथ युद्ध एंड वॉर? क्या ये भगवान कराएगा? भगवान जिसको हम कहते हैं वो सर्वशक्तिवान है, वो प्यार का सागर है, वो क्षमा का सागर है, वो कल्याणकारी है, वो सबके दुख हर के उनको सुख देने वाला है, वो हमें सही कर्म करने का ज्ञान सिखाता है. तो क्या वो हमारे द्वारा गलत कर्म करवाएगा? ये तो होना थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन मार्क है. ये हम पर चिंतन करने की जरूरत है. बट आई डू नॉट फील दैट दैट्स पॉसिबल. ये भगवान हमारे द्वारा कभी गलत काम नहीं करा सकता. ये हमें क्यों सिखाया गया कि भगवान करवाता है? जैसे आपने अभी शुरू में आनंद जी से कहा था कि आपकी ह्यूमिलिटी का राज क्या है. So अगर आप उनसे पूछेंगे, I'm just answering on your behalf, आनंद जी. If we say, what is the reason for your humility? It is the lack of मैंपन. I am doing this. ये मैं कर रहा हूँ, ये मैंने किया. This is ego. And humility is परमात्मा करवा रहा है, मेरे फादर करवा रहे हैं, मेरे बड़ों के आशीर्वाद करवा रहे हैं. This is humility. This makes us a trustee. This makes us an instrument that we are only being guided and used by them. लेकिन आज अगर वो कुछ गलत काम कर दे और फिर कहें ये मेरे पिताजी करवा रहे हैं, तो फिर तो वो फिर रॉन्ग डायरेक्शन में चली जाएगी ना ह्यूमिलिटी सारे. सो गीता में, श्रीमद् भागवत गीता में जो लिखा था उसका भाव ये था कि हमेशा समझो कि आप जो कर रहे हैं आपके साथ एक शक्ति है जो आपसे वो करवा रही है, ताकि हम हमेशा हम्बल रहेंगे, हमेशा हम्बल रहेंगे कि आई एम एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट ऑफ गॉड। लेकिन हम उसको एक अलग डायरेक्शन में ले गए कि जो भी कर्म हमने किया, सही किया गलत किया, हमने कहा भगवान करा रहा है। लेकिन भगवान कभी किसी से गलत कर्म नहीं, किसी से एक गलत थॉट भी नहीं क्रिएट करवा सकता। भगवान गलत काम तो कैसे
जो
करवा?
बेचारा कसाई, जो कसाई है, बुचर जो है, जो गोश्त खाता है या गोश्त को काटता है या गोट को करता है, वो तो उसका प्रोफेशन, उसके बड़े दे गए, वो उसको कंटिन्यू कर रहा है, तो उसको क्या दोष देना चाहिए?
नहीं, इसमें किसी का दोष नहीं होता, इसमें हर एक की चॉइस होती है। दोष किसी का नहीं है कोई भी। हम जो प्रोफेशन में हैं, आज हम जो भी प्रोफेशन में हैं, वो हमारी चॉइस है, हमारी चॉइस है, वो हमारे कर्म है। अगर हम प्रोफेशन ऐसा चूज करें जिससे लोगों को सुख मिलेगा, जिससे समाज की उन्नति होगी, जिससे सोसाइटी प्रोग्रेस करेगी, सिर्फ बाहर नहीं लेकिन मन में भी, तो वो भी हमारी चॉइस है। So everything that we're doing is a choice. We can't blame anybody for anything, not even our elders.
क्योंकि नॉन वेज तो उनको दुआएं करेंगे, जो वेजिटेरियन है उनको नहीं मानेंगे। So it's a very complicated world.
No, it's not really complicated. It is just that each one will choose their karam and their sanskar. उनको जो सही लगता है, लेकिन हमें कम से कम एक्सपेरिमेंट करके देखना चाहिए कि जब हम सात्विक भोजन, क्यों हम इम्पोर्टेंट दिनों पे सात्विक भोजन खाते हैं, पूजा के दिन पर सात्विक भोजन खाते हैं, क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं कि उस दिन हमारा मन शांत रहे। आज अगर हम सड़क पे भी एक जानवर को देखते हैं जिसको चोट लगी है, किसी के पास पानी नहीं है, तो हमारे अंदर कितनी कंपैशन क्रिएट होती है। हम उसकी हेल्प करते हैं, उस पशु की हेल्प करते हैं, उसका इलाज कराते हैं, हम चिड़ियों के लिए पानी रखते हैं बाहर, बिकॉज एवरी ह्यूमन बीइंग हैज कंपैशन एज देयर नेचर। लेकिन अगर हम एक बार वो स्लॉटर हाउस में जाकर देखें कि क्या होता है, व्हाई डोंट वी गो एंड हैव अ लुक? देन अदरवाइज वी आर लीडिंग वेरी ड्यूअल लाइव्स। कि सड़क पे किसी को चोट लगी तो हमें कंपैशन है, और वहां क्या हो रहा है उसको हम खा रहे हैं। तो थोड़ा सा तो क्वेश्चन मार्क है ही ना कि किसी की हिंसा और दर्द और मृत्यु का भोजन क्यों करना है, और एक्सपेरिमेंट करके
Very, yeah. Thank you so much. और जब लंदन आए तो हमें बताइएगा. It will be an honor for us to invite you and invite some of the friends also. तो मैं अभी आपसे इजाजत मांगूंगा सब लोगों से, और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आनंद जी, शुक्रिया।
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Holiday के time पे आप आए, और this was truly a good blessing for us. Thank you so very much. Truly.
Thank you आनंद, God bless you.
Thank you. शिवानी दीदी, आपके लिए question है पूरा में. This is, questions are pouring in, but I will try keeping it short. Says that Anand Singhvi sends in, says that Didi, you spoke about reading. Want to know, how does one encourage kids to read scriptures, as most of them are in Hindi?
Acha, you want them in English? Never mind. But I think we get translations of almost all scriptures now. And if children are not able to read, then the elders can read it out to them. Elders, but it's important to create a culture. This is also sanskar, where at least for 30 minutes we all sit together. It's really beautiful if we do it together, that 30 minutes we sit together and study those scriptures, because each word that is going to go in, each word of spiritual wisdom that goes in is creating a thought process, a personality, a sanskar of your child. Earlier education system, we're talking of a few thousand years back, the education system was a Gurukul system. So in a Gurukul system, we were taught about the outer world, but we were also taught about the inner world. So even the king's son had to go to the Gurukul system to become a king. So to become a king, you had to first become a king over yourself. So that was what the education system was, that we're learning about the outside world, but we're also learning about our inside world. We're learning about Seva Bhav. We are learning about how having to do all our work on our own. That is all that we learned in a Gurukul. So same way, we will need to learn all that from our parents now. So parents के लिए ये सिखाना तो बहुत जरूरी है.
Brilliant. Thank you. I've got, says a lot of times we are in a confused state of mind when it comes to making choices and decisions in life. Confusion seems to arise when you feel both the choices are right or wrong, is only proven once a decision is made. How do we go about with the process of making a right decision without having a fear of failure?
First and foremost, when you are taking a decision, you look at the outcome of the decision in the long term, not just a short term benefit. Second, when we say benefit, then the first benefit you have to see is that the soul power of everybody involved should increase. हमारा हर कर्म ऐसा हो जो सबको strong बनाए. That's very, very important. Then, because sometimes the decision is based only on what I'm going to achieve from this decision. What I will get when I take this decision. Important is what I will become here when I take this decision. So the decision criteria should be based on benefit to every soul. You, your family, people you work with, it should benefit everybody here first. Decisions will not be right if it's only about what is the benefit outside. It's first benefit here, then outside. And some most important way, easy way to take a decision, just before going to sleep, share your question with the higher power and surrender your mind and intellect. And परमात्मा को कहिएगा कि मेरे लिए जो सही है वो मुझे बता देना. Which means don't have an attachment to what you want your decision to be. Don't have an attachment, don't have a preference. Surrender like a child surrenders to a parent. बच्चा पेरेंट को क्या बोलता है? आप बता दो मेरे लिए जो ठीक है, I'll do that. Similarly, हम भी परमात्मा को कह सकते हैं, आप बता दो, which means surrender. Just give your question there and give yourself a day or two, and you will find the answer right there. It will come on the screen of your mind, or it will come from someone to you, and you will innately feel it. This is right. Even if everyone else is saying it's wrong, you will feel it. This is right. That is intuition.
Wonderful. I'm sure you like this question, Shivaniji, and many audience. Actually, there are many parents who are witnessing now, and they would love to hear from you. It says, as women are doing multitasking, how do we keep our mind focused, peaceful, and stress-free?
If we just keep at least 30 to 40 minutes for ourselves every morning, we are doing multitasking, but we still take care of our body, right? Similarly, we have to take care of our mind. It cannot be stress-free without taking care of it. Everything needs to be taken care of. We want this mind to do so much. आप देखो एक दिन में आपका मन कितना कुछ करता है. We want our mind to do so much, but we don't want to take out 30 minutes to take care of our mind. But we're doing a lot throughout the day, which is not good for the mind. One is overconsumption of content. Then fatigued, not resting properly. Third most important, making outer achievements your priority in life. Comparison and competition with other people. Always in a race to go ahead of other people. That race is a never-ending race. So ये सारी चीजें हमें थका देंगी. They'll stress our mind. That's why at least 30 to 40 minutes in the morning for spiritual study and meditation. Energize this battery before you set out for the day. You'll be able to achieve more than your capacity during the day.
Lovely. I think with relate to that, Shivaniji, they have also asked, what's the best way to clear or stay empty-minded?
You
How
can't
do
be
you keep
empty.
your mind clear?
You can't be empty-minded. There will always be a thought on the mind. We only need to take care that the thought should be a right thought. When we're thinking too much, quality of thoughts is not right. So quality and quantity is connected. And you can experiment with that. The day you're worrying about something, which means there are too many thoughts going on, the qualities of worry, negative, ye hua to wo. The day you are creating calm, soothing thoughts, the quantity is less. So you can't be empty-minded. You can just be thinking less. And thinking less will be when you're thinking right, when you're creating a high vibrational thought. So for example, if you create a thought of gratitude and you say, thank you, it will be one thought. But if you create a thought of complaint, it will be at least 10 thoughts. ये क्यों हुआ, ऐसे क्यों हुआ, वैसे क्यों हुआ. So when the quality is more, The quality is not right, the quantity is more. Gratitude, one thought. You want to tell a person you're a wonderful person, do line mein ho jayega. You're a very nice person, everything you do is very good. 2 lines, finished. You want to tell a person everything that is wrong in the person, you'll have 2 pages to tell them. Ye bhi nahi theek, aise bhi nahi kiya, waise bhi nahi kiya. So negative is too many thoughts, pure and powerful thoughts, lesser thoughts. So not empty-minded, right thinking. Right thinking will be less thinking. And for that, restricting content consumption, taking rest properly, not overworking your mind. What has happened since the time we have technology? We are always at work. When was the last time you were not at work in your mind? In your mind. So first thing in the morning we wake up, we see the phone, we are at work. Last thing till we go to sleep, we check our phone, we are at work. Even if we wake up in the middle of the night, even then we check our phone. Koi email hai, koi message hai, we are at work. Sunday, we are at work. Festival, we are at work. Which was the last day when our mind was not at work? So our mind is tired. Our mind is fatigued, overthinking. Work is a part of life. Work is a part of life. But for the last few years, we've made work our life. Everything is work, work, work. Everything else becomes second priority. So just simple lifestyle habits, keeping that 1 hour in the morning for self-energizing, taking care of the last hour before we sleep, spending time without technology, giving a break to your mind from work. At least 2 hours before we sleep, we should disconnect from work communication. No emails, no phones, no messages regarding work for at least 2 hours before we sleep. Then the mind will rest, relax, recharge, and be fresh in the morning.
Wonderful. This is nice. Shivaniji, this says that though we don't want to think negative, but situations force us to think so. How can we learn or train our mind to think positive always?
Situations don't create our thoughts. We create our thoughts in every situation. And therefore, even in the same situation, 2 people will think differently. Suppose there is a situation at home and there are 4 members in the family. One person is going to say, oh my God, this is a crisis. The other person will say, it's only a problem. The third person will say, where is the problem? This is a normal situation of life. So 3 people will perceive the situation differently depending on their capacity. So situation doesn't create negative thinking. We create negative thoughts. And the quality of our thoughts is based on how much care we take of our mind. How do we create disease in the body? By not taking care of the body. How do we create disease in the mind? By not taking care of the mind. Just see these simple lifestyle habits. Just do them for 3 months. And most important in them, at least 30 minutes daily of consuming pure content. Meditation and spiritual study. Spiritual study is the diet, meditation is the exercise for the mind. If you're able to give 45 minutes to an hour for your mind every day, right thinking even in a crisis, not a situation, even in a crisis, you will be very calm and stable. If I think most of you all are in Chennai, wherever you are, in whichever part of the country, the Brahmakumaris have centers everywhere. And at the centers, we teach Raj Yoga, meditation, and spiritual principles. And you can feel free to go to any center. Wherever you stay, within 3 to 4 kilometers, there would be a center. And sisters are always there to teach us the meditation. And it's a service to community. There's never a cost attached. So feel free to call up or walk into any center and fix an hour for yourself for 5 days, and you can learn the meditation then.
Fantastic, Shivari Didi. Didi, it says that you were mentioning all the books. Students are asking what kind of spiritual books can be introduced to kids to shape their future?
I wouldn't know specific books because I study only what I'm taught at the Brammakumaris. But any book which has a content of gratitude, compassion, empathy, forgiveness, letting go, peace, respect, love. So that kind of content. So it's basically spiritual study. So that content is then what you will become. You can read a self-improvement book. You can watch a video. You can listen to a talk. Each one choose what you like, but should consume at least 30 minutes every day. When we go to the Brammakumari Center, we have our morning class every day at 7 a.m. in the morning. And that 1 hour is a fixed class for us that we always go daily, like a school, we go daily. And then after that, remaining 23 hours is throughout the day for everything else, but 1 hour is study time in the morning.
Fantastic. That's actually a great one. We have our Vice President, Mr. Dugar, who'd like to question you. Over to you, Uncle.
शिवानी जी, आज के संदर्भ में भौतिकता और पैसा ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट हो गया लोगों के लिए, और उसके पीछे हमारी दौड़ होती जा रही है. उसको कैसे कंट्रोल किया जा सकता है, किस थिंकिंग से कंट्रोल किया जा सकता है, और कहाँ तक इसकी आवश्यकता महसूस करना चाहिए, आपके इसके बारे में किस रूप से आप सोचना चाहेंगे?
जब हम अपने मन का ध्यान नहीं रखते, संस्कारों का ध्यान नहीं रखते, तो हम खुशी अनुभव नहीं करते हैं. वी डोंट एक्सपीरियंस हैप्पीनेस, वी डोंट एक्सपीरियंस लव. लेकिन हमको खुशी चाहिए, वी वांट हैप्पीनेस. तो हमें लगता है कि चीजों में खुशी मिलेगी, अचीवमेंट में खुशी मिलेगी, कहीं घूमने जाएंगे उससे खुशी मिलेगी, कुछ खरीदेंगे तो उससे खुशी मिलेगी. तो ये एक दौड़ बन गई कि मुझे और चाहिए और चाहिए और चाहिए. तो मैंने एक चीज खरीदी, वो चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है, लेकिन वो चीज तो मुझे फिजिकल आराम देने वाली थी. मैंने सोचा ये खुशी देगी, मैंने थोड़े दिन यूज किया, उसके बाद वो चीज ने मुझे कोई खुशी नहीं दी. तो मैंने कहा मुझे नेक्स्ट चीज खरीदनी है एंड नेक्स्ट चीज खरीदनी है. सो दिस बिकेम अ नेवर एंडिंग रेस टू कंज्यूमिंग मोर. वी जस्ट कंज्यूमिंग फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड. मुझे ये चाहिए, ये चाहिए, ये चाहिए. एंड दूसरी एक छोटा सा गलत बिलीफ सिस्टम जो समाज ने क्रिएट किया, वो ये था कि लाइफ इज अ कॉम्पिटिशन. This is one belief system which is a cause of a lot of stress, that life is a competition. We're not in competition with anybody. We're not in a race with anybody. Life is a beautiful journey where we are all moving according to our sanskars, our capacity, our karma, and doing better and better than our capacity. लेकिन जब हमने सोचा कि ये एक रेस है और हमें दूसरे से आगे जाना है, तो वो रेस तो कभी खत्म ही नहीं हो रही है, क्योंकि जितना हम दूसरों से आगे जाते हैं उतना कोई और हमसे आगे खड़ा हुआ है, और इसीलिए वो नेवर एंडिंग है. पैसा, मटेरियलिज्म, भौतिक चीजें सबको यूज करनी चाहिए, जितनी कमा रहे हैं यथाशक्ति यूज कीजिए, लेकिन वो यूज करते हुए ये याद रखिएगा कि खुशी उसमें नहीं है, उसमें कंफर्ट है. आपकी गाड़ी आपको फिजिकल कंफर्ट दे सकती है, आपका फोन आपको कम्युनिकेशन दे सकता है, आपका मकान आपको शेल्टर दे सकता है, खुशी नहीं दे सकता. खुशी नहीं दे सकता. खुशी इज जस्ट इन द वे ऑफ थिंकिंग. कर्मा, सही कर्म करें, सेवा करें, दुआएं कमाएं अपने कर्मों से. आज जब हम सुराना जी को याद कर रहे हैं, हम ये थोड़ी याद कर रहे हैं उन्होंने जीवन में क्या क्या अचीव किया, हम ये याद कर रहे हैं उनके संस्कार कितने अच्छे थे, उन्होंने सेवा कितनी की सबकी, उन्होंने दुआएं कितनी कमाई हुई हैं. तो ये हर एक की पूंजी होती है, वही उस पर अगर हम प्रायोरिटी रखें जीवन में, we would be very clear. And if we were taught the right definition of success right from school, you know, performance based society हमने create कर दी है कि performance, जो जितना अच्छा ज्यादा perform करता है वो successful है. So we thought जितना हम बाहर achieve करते हैं वो successful है. अगर हम स्कूल में संस्कारों को, वैल्यूज को, काइंडनेस को, ऑनेस्टी को, इसको इंडोर्स करें, इसको अप्रिशिएट करें, इसको भी मार्क्स दें कि इस बच्चे ने पूरे साल सच बोला है, इसको 5 नंबर मार्क्स इसके लिए ज्यादा मिलने वाले हैं. So then we will grow up believing that values are appreciated by society and a person who lives with values is called successful. तो कितना हम कमाते हैं वो सफलता नहीं है, हम कैसे कमाते हैं वो सफलता है. एंड मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट, हम सबको कितना देते हैं वो सफलता है. तो आई थिंक अगर हम स्कूल से सक्सेस की डेफिनेशन चेंज करें, it will create a big shift in society. संस्कारों पर एंड कुछ डेकेड्स पहले तक हम संस्कारों पर ही फोकस करते थे कि ये बहुत अच्छे संस्कारों वाले हैं। आजकल हम ये देखते हैं इनकी कौन सी पोजीशन है, इनका कौन सा रोल है, इनकी क्या अचीवमेंट है। सो वी शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम दिस टू दिस। अगर अब वो शुरुआत तो स्कूल से ही होगी फिर से। There's no other place to change society. It will happen from the school, so that the next generation is coming out with a completely different belief system then.
बहुत अच्छा, धन्यवाद।
Correct.
Values are important.
Shivaniji, we've got a couple of questions from our kids, which is on the forum. It says, how to get rid of repeated thoughts, number one. And second is it right to forgive someone repeatedly for the same mistake? I've actually clubbed two questions to the same time. So
I understand. Someone makes a mistake. Now, it depends on what kind of a mistake is it. Is it a behavior? Has someone said a lie? You know, it's a behavioral mistake. So forgiving them means you are giving them an opportunity to create a change. Forgiveness means we will stop thinking negative about the other person. That is forgiveness. They have done their karma and they have to work on themselves to change. But when we say, I forgive them, which means I am not going to hold on to that pain inside and keep on thinking about them. But if that behavior is a physical act, which means somebody is bullying you or somebody is physically hitting you or abusing you, then it's not about forgiveness. We are no one to forgive people, but we cannot allow that person to do the same thing again, because that will then be dangerous even for them and even for you. So we have to set our lines, how much to tolerate and where we have to stand up and face and where we are not going to take it. So if it is a physical act, then we definitely have to move away. But if it's just a behavior, then it's very easy to be compassionate and say, okay, let's begin all over again. It's a new beginning.
Awesome. Kids are also asking, of late, many people do something wrong and say it is because of karma. How to impress upon him not to do so?
Karma is our creation. So it is not depends upon karma means karma is our creation. We are creating the karma. Nobody else is creating our karma. And our karma creates our destiny. So we need to remember that every time we're creating a karma which is not right, we are writing a destiny which we are not going to happy receiving that destiny. You know, when something happens, we said it was predestined, but predestined by who? By us when we did that karma on that day. So the only one thing which we need to take care of always is our karma. But karma is our thought, word, behavior. Karma is not only behavior, it is thought, word, behavior, energy that I create and send out. So just take care of your karma and your life is taken care of, because karma creates destiny.
Wow, that's so true. That's so true. Now, you mentioned about Raj Yoga meditation. Students would like to know, what is Raj Yoga meditation all about?
Raj Yoga meditation is, Raj Yoga means a ruler over yourself. Raj means highest. It creates self-discipline. You are becoming a master over your mind and your sense organs. Raj Yoga means creating a beautiful relationship with the self, knowing yourself, and also connecting to higher power. A very personal relationship with God. So that's the meditation. Concentrating on ourselves and concentrating on the higher power and creating a very, very beautiful personal relationship.
Wonderful. Got you. Now, I will not take much of your time, Didi. I think I've taken way beyond. This is one last question, which every kid and every teacher, all of us would like to know. How to feel more confident in today's world, given the scenario where we're in the trying times. What is your take on this?
Don't compare yourself with anybody. If you compare yourself with someone, it's only then when you lose faith in yourself. Suppose, for example, someone, your friend or your classmate, they are extrovert, they're able to talk very nicely, they're able to present their point very well. It's perfectly fine. That's their personality. That's their sanskar. That's their nature. Suppose you're a shy child. You keep quiet. You don't like talking too much. You're very silent. Now, people around you might believe that this is not the right way to be. ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है, इतना चुप रहता है, बोलता ही नहीं है. When we get this kind of an information from people, we start believing that we are not right the way we are. That's what we start believing, that we are not right the way we are. And especially if somebody compares us with someone else. And you know, that's why parents should never compare their child with anybody. Comparison can have a deep impact on the self-esteem of a child for a lifetime. For a lifetime. Help your child to move forward. If you feel your child is very quiet or very slow, you help the child to improve. But never say, उनको देखो, वो कितना अच्छा करते हैं, तुम क्यों नहीं कर सकते हो? This is where it sows the first seed of lack of self-confidence, because we've told that child someone else is better than you and you need to change to become like them. So, you know, these are labels that we got right from the time we were kids. And now with social media, we're comparing ourselves with everybody. Earlier, we were compared only to people around us. Now with social media, we're compared with everybody. So if you want to really have faith in yourself and bring out your best, then one thing is no comparison with anybody. And second, no seeking validation from people. कि लोग कहेंगे हम अच्छे हैं तो हम अच्छे हैं. If people say I'm a nice person, if people say I've done well, then I'm nice. It's not necessary that if everyone says that what I've done is right, it's right. I have to check whether what I'm thinking, speaking, and doing is right. So self-motivation, self-care, not comparing with people, and not asking for validation. Validation from people is really affecting our personality, and use social media only for connecting, not for comparing, competition or jealousy. That's not what it was meant for actually.
Wow, very well said, Shivani Didi. At today's times, you're so right. You know, social media should be used only for communicating and getting us not beyond, because as you rightly said, I could see that goes beyond, and you've hammered it right, saying that do not compare, because social media is killing. And it's a very good saying all over, which says that social media is actually killing more people than what Corona did. So I'm sorry, I'll take one last question of yours, Didi. I'm sorry, because our kids are, you know, there's a lot many questions throwing in. So Sarita is asking how to keep focused on the decision we have already taken, though it hurts or hard to stay upon.
Once you've taken the decision, well, we need three things to take a decision. Why do you want to do it? How do you want to do it? And third and most important, you really want to do it, which means the why, how, and the want to create that. How to create it, why you want to create it, and the desire, the want to do it. Sometimes the why and the how is there, but that want is not very strong. Even a simple thing like go for a walk in the morning. I know why I have to go for a walk. It's good for my body. I know how I have to go for a walk, but I have to have that want to go for a walk. Till I don't have that want, I will go one day, 2 days, third day again, I'll create some excuse and go to sleep. So that want to do something has to be very strong. So talk to your mind as to why you want to do this thing. What is the desire behind it? Create an affirmation for that decision. You create an affirmation that, yes, I am this, and visualize yourself executing that decision. And you will have to create that affirmation every morning, which means every morning you have to visualize yourself achieving your decision. Decision is like a seed. You sow the seed, but you'll have to water it daily if you want the plant to grow. If you don't water it daily, then the seed might never become a plant and not give you your fruits and flowers. So water the seed daily with your thoughts of determination and self-care.
Wow, this is important. And I think, Didi, I'll tell you, I've got all of these kids and parents who are actually watching you right now. And your topic by itself has been so solid a topic at this hour that all of us need to, and learn so much from you. Thank you. Just at the right time, you've given us so much, and you opened all of us our minds up here, which is extremely important. And yeah, you spoke about confidence. You spoke about sleeping on time, which is extremely important. You spoke about meditation. I think this is something which is more important. And I think what we're trying to do here is, though we are ahead on technology, it was extremely important, Didi, as Gopi Hinduja sir rightly asked me, saying that technology is fine. Tell me about humility. He was so right, because that's truly missing right now. And I think you put it up points so fantastically, that how nicely to blend all of these together at today's time. Can't thank you enough. This has been quite a session which we have been looking forward to for long. And thank you so very much from our heart. All we are looking at is that, all we are trying to look at that is that more and more of your advice and more of your blessings all the time. And Didi, just 2 more minutes before you get on. We've got one of our students who actually recorded, and she's too keen that we play her, she's spoken something for the founder. So I'll appreciate you being up there, and then followed by a principal. Thank you so much.
My humble namaskar to the respected Secretary Sir, Academic Director, Principal Ma'am and beloved teachers. A good product never needs an advertisement. It itself is an advertisement. Yes, these golden thoughts bring before our eyes the golden personality whom we remember today. Yes, he is Sri Pannalalji Surana, a great person who made the idea of a CBSE school in Saukarpet a reality. Sri Pannalalji Surana was a great visionary. Though he was not highly educated, his commitment to good education was very high. He had set a very high goal and also achieved it in his lifetime. The strength which he had in his mind to build a strong foundation, to give the best of education and make his vision become true. Since then, we never looked back. Our school, Sri Javanraj Tejraj Surana Jain Vidyalaya, had created a history in academics, technology and sports. For example, we study from our house, even in this crucial time, and we are the first one to have this type of online education in the whole city. All this happened just because of the blessings of the great soul who had once dreamt of giving education to children. Now, we are in the threshold of entering into a new era of education, with technology updating ourselves on par with latest technology. Sri Pannalalji Surana loved children, good education, so the present situation will not become a hurdle in the progress of our school. Let's join our hands and thank the great personality through our sincere efforts and good performance. Thank you, everyone.
That was from our class 8 standard kid, Didi, who actually wanted, and she was keen to have this up here. Well, over to Principal Madam, please.
Namaste. A pleasant evening to respected and most distinguished chief guest of the day, Sri Sister Shivaniji, respected Sri Anup Jalota ji, and special guest of the evening, Sri G.P. Hinduja ji, honorable members of the management and Surana family, respected JB ma'am, parents of Surana School, staff, students, and viewers. It's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion. On behalf of Surana School, I extend my hearty gratitude and sincere thanks to Most Reverend Sri Sister Shivaniji for the enlightening and thought-provoking and self-introspective address on boosting emotional immunity. I must mention our profound sense of appreciation and thanks to respected Sri Anup Jalota ji is for his melodious, mesmerizing music. We have been fortunate to have the special guest invite, the most respected Sri Hinduja ji. Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words and beautiful song. An event of this dimension needs meticulous planning and execution and an eye for details. So my special thanks to our respected committee members for the motivation and support. I'm very much thankful to our dedicated and motivated Surana Tech team for making this event successful and memorable. Last but not least, I mention my deepest sense of appreciation to all the viewers for their support. With a grateful heart, thank you, everyone.
Well, Didi, just letting you know that what you launched today, we've got 25 sister schools globally, and especially in America, and I've got many Americans watching right now. I've got a lot of comments coming in, and this AI/AR launch which you've done today, it's going to be remarkable, and we promise you that it's just not going to be technology, it's going to be everything what you just mentioned about values, about discipline, everything will be inculcated well, and we will show you good results very soon. Thank you so much for your presence and truly appreciate you coming over and addressing us all today. And thank you everybody for witnessing us today on my father's 24th death anniversary. Thank you one and all, and Om Shanti. Thank you, Didi. Thank you all. See you.